Sonic.
Yeah, it's a Sonic. I was pretty sure they were gonna do like a new like opening animation like cartoon with Mighty and Ray in it.
Mm-hmm.
They did not.
They did not, but really highly animated pixel art.
Yeah, and they did add a little capsule with Mighty and Ray in it in the background.
Sonic Mania Plus. Yes. You play now? Yes.
Yes. I also had
Sonic Mania Plus.
I also had a friend who was like, they better add Sonic Mania Adventures, like the cartoons, into this game. I'm like, where would they put that?
Yeah, how would that work?
This game's like less than a gigabyte. I don't know where you think they have room to fit like a 5-episode animation
mini-series.
Also, just to clear this up, because apparently even Aaron Weber didn't know this, but you can play as Mighty and Ray in Mania mode.
Dang.
Like, just normally.
Just busting some myths here.
You can also now use the like debug mode and Knuckles mode on your actual save files, so you don't have to use them as part of the no save. So if you want to get the Knuckles secret ending that everyone spent way too long making redundant videos about, the Knuckles secret ending in Sonic Mania.
Memes.
So you can just cheat and like put that on and then go to the last level and then just fucking beat it.
We can do some memes.
We can do some
memes.
Some memes. Anyway, the whole point of this re-release is Encore mode.
It's
the Dio
It will decide what its point is. Don't tell it what its point is.
The Dio Crystal. So sort of a weird alternate, like, cause you know how in like the cartoon Sonic Mania Adventures, like, it does this where he Dio crystals back into the Mania timeline after like saying goodbye to everyone. And then this also seems to be picking up from the ending of Sonic Forces, where classic Sonic just drops back into his own universe. So which is canon?
Which is which?
Let the theory crafters figure that out. The Sonic theory crafters. Anyway, we're on Angel Island. Isn't that fucking awesome?
Mighty the Armadillo. Have you seen him?
I also like how there's just a little animal buddies just wandering around normally. Oh, that pig's dead.
A turtle. What are the turtles called?
I don't know. But all of the animals are called, like, stupid shit. Oh. Let's see, I got stuck in the geometry a little there. Like, the birds are called flickies. Yeah. The chickens are called cockies.
That's bad.
Also, look at that guy I just killed. That's that was an unused Badnik that was cut from the final release of the main game, and they squeezed him back in this here Angel Island. Little mini stage. It's very short. You just go through it. Just to, like, the beginning.
And then it's over.
Up to the first, like, the fire mini-boss dude. And yeah, through Mighty and Ray. Yeah.
Squirrelly.
Yeah, look at him go. You can't even, you can't even select this level when you're doing, like, the level select on the save file.
It's like 6 golden coins.
Yeah, you can
level.
Never go back to that first level.
I always hated that.
You have to start a completely new save file. Anyway, we're obviously going with Ray.
Obviously.
And no matter which one you pick, the other one was Heavy Magician the whole time.
Like that mission in GTA 4.
Yeah. No matter who you pick.
Yeah, the other one,
spoilers. So this is Ray's gameplay mechanic he's just the Super Cape from Super Mario World. Yep. That's it. This is actually like really awkward to get used to, but once you get used to it, you can like zip through the entire fucking level using this.
P-wing that shit.
Like, I'm excited to see like speedrun videos with just Ray just over the top of the fucking screen.
Also like 6 golden coins when you got that bunny power up and you could
you could
fly.
like above the screen off camera.
Yeah, or that water level where you can get in a bubble and just float through the entire stage.
Yay. And we're back in Green Hill Zone, but now it's at sunset.
Oh, it's orange.
That's worth the $5.
Right there. Sunset mod.
Oh, that's the only bad thing is Ray is very vulnerable when he's flying.
He's very vulnerable, period.
Yeah, he's squirrely. He
Really?
is a squirrel.
That is cool. That is cool. Just wait.
God damn it.
GDI.
I'm very bad at video games.
That much is clear. Whoa, Sonic, whoa.
Yeah, if they're like off screen, like, cause you know how Tails will just fly back in from off screen.
After he dies.
Yeah, so Sonic just jumps back in.
How do you like it, Sonic?
Ah, god damn it.
That was a lot of rain.
Well, it's fine though, because in Encore mode you don't actually have lives, so you don't get...
Much like in real life. Oh, burn!
So you don't get anything extra for having 100 rings. Which is the only reason to collect rings, really.
Yeah.
Like, rings by their very nature are, like, the most, like, empty fucking collectible, because you don't get fucking anything.
No.
As long as you have one, they fulfill their purpose of having, like, a life meter. Okay. So this is why I went through the trouble of having a second save file that, like, had the actual... Oh yeah, I'm really excited to see, like, Ray's full, like, 3D Sega Saturn model from this. Can't wait till someone rips that, because I want to see it.
Hopefully he, like, has a face and stuff.
Yeah, no, they all do.
Oh, okay.
But, like, at least Sonic and even Tails had, like, a basis for that from that Sega Saturn demo game that wasn't a real game.
That's always weird when they rip stuff like that and it's like, oh, all the save space, they didn't... You never see the front of them, so they don't have frontal features.
This was never meant to be seen.
No.
Like the protagonist of Resident Evil 7. He doesn't actually have a face. He was never meant to be seen because the game is in first person. So this is why I went through the trouble of actually, like, doing a second save file where I have all the 7 animals, because these are fucking hard in Encore mode. It's really fucking hard to get all 7 Chaos Emeralds in Encore mode.
You do it in Squirrel mode?
It's very difficult. Like, look at how long this is taking.
Yeah.
Like, only now do we stand a chance. And this is the easiest one. They get harder and more elaborate and more difficult, and it's fucking retarded. Whereas with, like, the ones in Mania, like the normal ones in Mania mode, I can do pretty quickly now. Now, because you know, this game's been out for almost a year.
Yeah.
I want to at least get this one. Come on, come on.
Ah,
fuck! It's so hard!
Force out.
That always happens. You're like, I'm gonna, you know, do weird time-saving shit to sit... No, you're gonna die.
No.
And they're also all really hard to find now, too. There's like one in every state zone, not even per act. Like, because like, if you know what you're doing and where you're going, you can get all 7 Chaos Emeralds before, like you're... at Studiopolis, if you really stick it out, which is like the Genesis games where you could get Super Sonic before you're done with Chemical Plant Zone. But in this is like, no, it's pretty much you have to get 1 per level. Oh, I'm in front of you.
Oh.
So it's a lot easier to just beat the whole game and then have the level select and go back and just try and farm it out. It's not as bad as like in a Sonic Adventure. Okay, so no. Yep. No. Not these. This. So this is how you get the other characters, because right now if you see in the bottom left we got little Sonic and Ray's faces, and then you hit one of these capsules and it unlocks one of the other characters. So right now we got Mighty in reserve, you hit this button and then you can switch over to Mighty. You hit this button and it randomizes your selection. God damn it. So... So that's why there's no lives in Encore mode, because instead you just have the team.
Like Starbucks 2.
Yeah, you have the boys.
Hashtag the boys are back in town.
Yeah, hashtag the boys are back in town. Mighty and Ray. The boys.
I went over to see the boys.
Went over to see the boys at the arcade. Meet up with the boys.
Cracking open a cold one with the boys.
Me, a cold one, the boys. There we go. So instead, if you die, you just switch to like the next character that you have in reserve, and if you run out of characters, then it's game over. There are continues, but there's no lives. You just have the 5 boys.
With a Z.
And you either find them or you don't. Oh my god, Super Ray is so broken, by the way. We're not going to see that in this save file, but there is Super Mighty and Super Ray. And Super Ray is broken as shit because that, like, you're vulnerable or doing this. If you run into something, you're gonna get, you know, you're gonna get hit. God, so bad. But if you're Super Ray, you're fucking invincible, so you can just do this all fucking day and just, you know, lay a path of fucking destruction everywhere you go. Oh hey! I didn't even know about that one. That was
now you do.
That was a secret.
Secret.
I found a secret.
A secret.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure every level just has one of these special rings in it now. I'm losing on purpose, by the way. This is totally intentional. This is intentional! I'm pretty sure like it's like 1 per, whereas in Mania mode it's like there's like 3 in Act 1 of Green Hill. Yeah. But that's the whole...
that's cool.
Yeah. That's the cool thing about like Encore mode though, is it is like a sort of like a ROM hack of like the Mania like regular launch version of all the levels, where they're just slightly remixed and a little bit harder in interesting ways.
Sub-drag.
Which makes sense considering, you know, the guys who made this
are ROM hackers.
Yeah, they were ROM hackers. They were Sonic fan game creators. So they ROM hacked their own game, and it's pretty funny.
Jump down there.
I couldn't remember if it was like cut, like an unused animation, or if a fan did it, but I remember there was a fun little like animation gif I saw somewhere of Sonic and Tails dropping down at this part, and then like having special animations of rolling down in order to sneak in on it.
I remember seeing that.
And also that, like, every character has a unique... I don't know what that is. That happens every time Ray drops in on Chemical Plant Zone. His tail just starts spazzing the fuck out.
Take this off my tail.
And every character has, like, a special custom, ooh, I hate these fucking things. Animation for when that drop of water drops on them when they first enter here. Including Tails. In the vanilla game, Tails just had the generic, like, drip, and then he looks up like that.
Yeah.
But there was an unused sprite animation of him actually having a specialized, you know, reaction.
Cut to that scene in the cartoon where Mighty and Ray meet, and Mighty beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Boom! Like, oh shit!
I fucking love Mighty and Ray's little relationship. They're so cute.
Yes.
Because Mighty is like a mix between Knuckles and Sonic. And Ray's like an older Tails almost. Like serves the same. Ugh. Oh yeah, that's the big upside of Mighty, is he's pretty much invincible when he's in ball form. Because look at the little, you can just jump into it. Whoop, pops away.
Barrel roll.
And his special thing is like bashing down super hard. He's also invulnerable to spikes while in ball mode.
Wow.
Because he's an armadillo.
Armadillo. Roly-poly.
So that's the unique gameplay mechanic, is Mighty is invulnerable in ball mode and has the ground bash.
He's badass.
And Ray just does this. Which, again, if you're good as Ray, you can really just bust ass through levels. And that's it. It's Encore mode's really just the remix levels with different color palettes in the background. And they threw in Mighty and Ray. Like, that's it.
Yep.
That's all Sonic Mania Plus is. And you know what? That's more than I expected, because literally they were going like, hey, people were asking for a fucking physical release.
Yeah.
People wanted to have an actual disc of Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
And we thought, instead of just releasing a physical version, which is what people are asking for, and fair enough, we would like to do that, let's actually make the price of the plastic that we're going to be printing the disc on worth the money by adding a couple of extra things in less than a year since the original game came out.
Yeah.
The original game came out fucking not even 12 months ago. What the fuck were you expecting? They threw in 2 new characters, one of whom has never, ever been in a fucking Western released console Sonic
And that's
game.
a huge pain in the ass to have to bug test that character in every level. And
Yeah, exactly.
it's a lot of work.
Like, people don't respect the work that went into this, because not only did they have to make Ray completely from scratch, but Mighty also hasn't been seen since fucking one game in '93, where he was just a Sonic recolor. Like, they just took Sonic's sprite and, like, changed it with no other alterations. They had to invent unique gameplay mechanics. They had to, like, make all these special animations completely from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
They had to like make the characters workable in every level. All of these levels that they had already made and developed specifically for the original 3 characters. Now they had these 2 brand new characters to make sure that they could actually function through the level design.
All in about 4 months.
Literally, like the fact that they added anything at all is laudable, and the fact that they added, you know, it turned out to be really awesome. The fact that they aren't completely fucking broken means, like, yeah, they put the actual fucking work in. And then people turned around and went, why didn't they add Amy?
Because fuck you, that's why.
Why didn't they add Amy, though? I was expecting them to add Amy. No, you fucking weren't! You weren't expecting anything. You were expecting a disc release, which they didn't have to do in the first place, number one.
Why did you do that? Ray just jumped on and then jumped off.
Yeah, Ray just freaked out. He panicked. Squirrely panicked.
Really panicked.
Very appropriate. Come on.
Even if you were expecting that, so fucking what?
Yeah.
Who cares what you were expecting?
Even if you somehow were expecting
the
inclusion of 2 characters who haven't been seen in over fucking 20 years. Which, go play the fucking lottery, by the way. I don't know how you saw that shit coming. Number one, they didn't have to include Mighty and Ray at all. They just did it because they thought that'd be cool. Oh, almost fucking died.
That was close.
Oh shit.
Eggman's making Jello.
The second reason I think that they didn't... like, again, there's no reason they didn't add Amy. But again, what's funny is there is a Super Mighty and a Super Ray now. And they're not gonna have a Super Amy. That's just never gonna be a thing. There's never going to be a Super Amy. Amy is never gonna get the 7 Chaos Emeralds and go Super. That's just not gonna happen. The fan art's really cool, but just give up. But that's not going anywhere. And Encore mode's pretty fun. Like, again, it's about what you'd expect from just a remix of all the old levels that they made in like 4 months. Come on. Yeah. I really just want to get to the Puyo Puyo boss fight. No. There we go. Fuck. Now I'm Tails. Talls. Only Talls can play Puyo Puyo. Only Talls is a big enough nerd to want to play Puyo Puyo.
Only Talls.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I'd want to do like a full playthrough of Encore mode, just because it's the same game.
Yeah.
It's just the same game. And I've played Mania a lot.
Sonic the Hedgehog's nice rice device.
This is just the best. This is still... I remember I freaked the fuck out. I was like, what? Puyo Puyo! Sonic the Hedgehog's nice rice device. Look at Sonic getting all impatient in the background.
Come on.
Come on. 101.
Ah.
That is another thing that's really interesting about Sonic Mania, that has like some really unconventional boss fights.
Yeah.
Like, not like number one, this.
Yeah.
Which is like not even a boss fight. It is literally a match of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine in the middle, at the end of fucking Chemical Plant.
Yeah.
Which is just Puyo Puyo.
I played the shit out of Mean Bean Machine.
God damn it, I fucked that up, but it's fine. God, seeing like people who are really good at Puyo Puyo are fucking scary. Like machines. But not only like do you got the Puyo Puyo, but you also have like the spider robot Badnik boss at the end of what's it called? The airship. I forget what it's called. And I feel bad now.
You're not a fucking authority on anything.
No! My Sonic lore card. Anyway, the fucking airship from Sonic and Knuckles. The, like, spider at the end. That's, like, the only Sonic boss I can think of that's based on, like, environmental damage. Where you don't just jump into it until you, like, wait for a weakness, jump into it, and do damage. You have to, like, knock it into the spikes that are surrounding the environment. That's, like, the only Sonic boss I can think of. So there are, like, a couple things that Mania did that were new. But the only other thing I can like, think to... Oh, shit! It does bring to mind, like, the interesting pairings of, like, Tails and Mighty, Ray and Sonic, Knuckles, and Mighty makes sense because they're both, like, physical-based characters.
They're both weightlifters.
Yeah. Ray and Tails makes sense because they're both flyers and Shota boys.
And, well, I don't know if I agree with that. FoxehSquirrelly.
Tails is certainly a Shota boy.
Yeah, that much is obvious from Ink Bunny.
Yes. From the, like, way too much fan art of Tails and Rouge, which, like, it has no basis whatsoever.
It has an erectional basis.
I can't imagine, like, a single interaction they've had in the series to justify that.
You know that they know that's out there.
They do. They do know. There's like a joke in that Sonic kart racer game that's coming out.
Really?
That's a reference to a porn comic.
Oh my god. What is with Sega all of a sudden?
Yeah, they just have given up.
They give no fucks.
They have given up on giving a shit.
They had one fuck, they gave it away for free to someone else.
they gave it up. They saw someone who was in need of a fuck. They had a spare fuck. They weren't using it.
They got a form from the IRS like, hey, you still owe some back fucks, and they just handed it over.
Sega is definitely to the point where I would say Sega has by far. Here we go. Boom, FoxehSquirrelly.
FoxehSquirrelly.
Observe. FoxehSquirrelly. Hey, look, he's slightly taller than Tails.
Yes, kind of cool.
Kind of cool. Fairly small. Here's Ray's, like, idle animation, which is adorable.
Ooh. Ah, Tails yawns. What are you doing?
He's away! He's away, the flying squirrel. The only thing about Ray is his design in the Archie comics was actually really awesome, and I would love to see that. If Ray was ever like in the modern games, I would love to see his design from the Archie comics utilized with like the blue scarf and the goggles. There we go. I had things I was saying. Sega's gotten to the point where like they have like the best PR in the industry right now. Not just like in terms of like the Sonic team, which is again like really good PR that people just do not appreciate and are abusing. And guess what? That shit's gonna run out, and you're gonna wonder what happened.
Yep.
But like that. Then also the way that they're like they absorbed Atlas and are using that in part of their like localization of the Yakuza games. They've really set for their game. Like no one else is doing it as good as Sega is.
Yeah.
Especially not Nintendo.
No. I wish Nintendo were more like Sega.
If only Sega had donated their last fuck to Nintendo.
Now that would have been nice. They like put it on eBay, no reserve bid. Just got a couple offers, but turned them all down. Gave it back to the IRS.
I like how the IRS wants people's fucks.
They want people's everything.
So that's like the whole gameplay, like uniqueness of Encore Mode. It's supposed to be like a harder remix version of the base game.
Second quest.
It is cool, like. Damn you son of a bitch. I would say it mostly has value if you like you didn't get Sonic Mania originally because you wanted it physical and you didn't want to like just download it. I don't know why. Or like you couldn't, because like you have to take that into consideration as well. People don't consider that is some people don't have an internet fucking connection to buy games on like the online store and just download them and like have the extra hard drive space, you know? So they go like, well, I need the disc or I can't get the game. So that's the other audience. So I would say this mostly has value to people who didn't play Mania when it originally came out, because it's fun to play the original like version and then go into this, which is slightly different. But since I played the original Mania a lot, this is just feels like, yeah, I'm playing the same game again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different, and it's like I can appreciate the subtle differences. Because it feels like more linear than the stages in the base mode. But it's just playing through the exact same game all over again.
Yeah, it's still Sonic Mania.
It's still Sonic Mania.
Turbo.
Here's my review of Sonic Mania Plus. Still Sonic Mania. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Still Sonic Mania. 10 out of 10. It was okay.
3 out of 10. Game of the year.
That was the only other thing in regards to this, is like talking about Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces now that it's been about a year for Mania and about half a year for Sonic Forces, and I've congealed with my thoughts and feelings on both of them. Because I came off of Sonic Mania when I first beat it, really positive about it, and I am still really positive about it. But again, it's just you know, it's just another 2D Sonic game, and I played those, and I don't think it's as good as the original Genesis Sonic games. I think it's better than Sonic 1 and better than Sonic like CD, but I still think like Sonic 2 is better. I still think like Sonic 3 and Knuckles is better. If only because those games were a lot more original. And I know, like, the entire point of this game is it's a fan game that Sega hired, like, fans to make a real game with and for them.
Yeah, it's supposed to be derivative.
Yeah, it's by its very nature derivative, and you go into that knowing that it's just a fan service game for the classic Genesis titles.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have that, like, it obviously has, like, the affection and the creativity, but it doesn't have the, like, the spark of doing something different every single game. Because every new Sonic game introduced, like, a new character and a new concept that they could fuck around with. Sonic 2 introduced Tails. Sonic CD introduced Metal Sonic, who became a huge part of the franchise, and Amy. Sonic 3 introduced Knuckles. And even, like, from those two games, like, Sonic 2 introduced Super Sonic, and then in Sonic 3 they had to, like, do Hyper Sonic, which was, like, sort of artificially thrown in there in order to justify, like, the one game being split up into two games.
The People's Republic of China.
But it was still, like, a different new thing. And even, like, the way you, like, collect the Chaos Emeralds is different between both of those games. God damn you. In Sonic 2, you collect the Chaos Emeralds by jumping into, like, the checkpoint stars after you get enough rings. But in Sonic 3, you're jumping into the giant emeralds that are hidden around the stage. And this is just doing the thing Sonic and 3. That's my compromise. It's Sonic and 3. It's just doing the same thing Sonic and 3 did. It's just, like, putting the best of all those Genesis games into one box and not really adding anything new all its own. The only thing that it does that wasn't in the original games is the hard-boiled heavies. Who are cool, but, like, I don't think enough's really done with them to, like, make them stand out as a unique presence of this game.
Insofar as the differences between modern Sonic and Mario, I think the Mario franchise does the same thing every time, but incredibly well.
Yeah.
And Sonic's thing is every single game they do something entirely different.
Exactly, and like every Sonic game they do something new. Sonic Unleashed, they threw the Werehog in there, and that was the first game where they really started, like, establishing the boost formula. Sonic Colors, I mentioned while playing that game, was that felt like a game where everyone in the development studio threw an idea into a hat and it got made into a level. Sonic Generations had the classic Sonic. That was like Sonic's been doing, like, the nostalgia retro throwback. It's really hard to talk when you're stupid. For, like, fucking 5 games in a row now. But, like, even if you want to go, like, yeah, well, they didn't do it good. They didn't, like, do a good job at it, which is subjective and debatable. Sonic's whole thing is every game, they're iterating and trying to do new things and experimenting.
Yeah.
So, like, it's the same people who turn around and go, like, Assassin's Creed or Mario is just doing the same thing over and over again, and it gets really derivative. Mm-hmm. And those are the two best examples, because Mario and Assassin's Creed are both series that do the same thing every game.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed is an annual franchise that comes out every fucking year. Flying Battery, that's what it was fucking called.
But I mean, like with
and Mario comes out once a console.
Yeah. And I mean, ever since Mario 64, it's been literally the same thing.
Oh yeah, here's what I wanted to show.
Oh yeah.
I'm a squirrel. This isn't a squirrel thing. Why is this a thing?
That's a monkey thing.
So much extra effort was thrown into this animation of Ray flipping from hands to tail.
Yep.
This is only used in this one level. No other level has things that you, like, monkey bar across like this.
Yeah.
This is the only level that this animation is used.
Yep. But I mean, ever since 64, every Mario title, aside from the new Super Mario Brothers games, have just been the same thing over and over. Done really, really well, with different elements for each one. They're different games, but I mean, it's the same mechanic. You're collecting stars.
Yeah, and that's the other funny thing is with Mario, it's different things every game. So, like, 64, it was stars. Then Sunshine, it was suns.
Yeah.
And now in Odyssey, it's moons.
Yeah.
That
like,
always
Odyssey
just tickled the fuck out of me.
It actually came out.
The fuck just came out. I tried to offer it to Sega. They weren't interested. They're not interested in fucks anymore.
No, there's a big sign actually.
No
we shall
fucks.
no longer accept
No
fuck.
solicitors.
No fuck solicitors. Odyssey was an amazing game. One of my favorite games of all time. Of all time. But I mean,
The only thing it adds is Cappy, and all he does is facilitate, like, platforming and as a replacement for the power-ups.
yeah, it's an interesting idea, but it has been done before a lot.
Yeah.
And
Because, like, the possessing of the enemies thing, all that does is give you situational abilities to get through, like, the obstacle of the level.
Yeah.
So it's just, instead of a power-up, instead of, like, the metal suit, or the flying cap, or different nozzles for flood.
it's not like a different way to play through the level or anything. It's just you need this ability for this at this moment.
Yeah, you need, like, the little stabby birds in order to climb up Bowser's
Or like those weird
castle.
tiki head things wore sunglasses that showed invisible platforms.
Yeah. Although that is really fun watching speedruns where people just memorized where they are and don't need those.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it.
Like it is.
It's so hard.
It is an amazing game. Like it's a masterpiece of a game, but
It's
it's
another
like,
3D Mario
it's
game.
a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
It's like a Disney movie. I mean,
You know what you're gonna get.
it's gonna be what it is.
It's very high quality.
Yeah. But it's not gonna be.
Like, I've seen it before.
Yeah, it's not gonna tread any new ground. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but you know what you're gonna get going into it.
Yeah, the last time they tread new ground was Mario 64. Sonic
Yeah, pretty
64. Wouldn't that have been interesting?
It's like there's a model swap for Sonic in Mario 64 when they go on there. And he goes really fast.
He goes fast.
He goes fast.
And I do love seeing, like, the sound effect edited. God fuck! Damn it!
Godfuck.com.
Godfuck.
It's an insurance company.
Where Mario is, like, doing the rolly ball move in Mario Odyssey, and they just put Sonic sound effects over it.
Rolly ball.
This animation is great because you can see Ray's flying squirrel.
Yes.
And a flying squirrel.
Pals is like, I'm like,
Look at Ray and his weird skin flaps in his arms.
yep.
What a fucking weird ass piece of shit. Flying squirrels are so weird.
Eyes a squall.
Sugar gliders.
I flies.
I gliders.
I like that, those videos of someone turns the fan on and they're like, oh, ice flying. Oh, that flies.
No, you're not.
No, Squirrely.
You can.
You're on the ground.
No, I flies.
I flies. A breeze means I flies.
Like, that's again, that's exactly what Sonic Mania is it feels very Nintendo-y.
Yeah.
But it, like, in the new Super Mario Bros. Sense, where you made a very, very good game that
I hate.
Yeah, I don't hate it, but, like,
Yeah.
there's just nothing
There's no
special
reason
about
to buy
it.
it.
It doesn't really endear me to it.
Yeah. I can understand that first one they made, but now they made like 18 of those fucking
Yeah. Like, when New Super Mario Bros. Came out, like, on the DS, that was, like, yeah, throwback. Yeah, we haven't had one of these in a little while.
The fucking crap out of that game.
Also. You can hear the sound effect. But that's what this feels like. It feels like the new Super Mario Bros. Wii U of Sonic. But it's just like, yeah, I played it.
Yeah.
I played that already. I want the new thing. I want to see the new thing you're doing. And really, like, all plus ads. And I don't want to downplay that, but all plus ads is Mighty and Ray. And I mean, to be fair, we've never had a game with Mighty and Ray in it. Until now.
Yeah.
Like, Ray in particular, because he was only in that arcade game that doesn't exist. And Ray was in that, like, I don't even know what the fuck it was.
No.
Like some, what the fuck was that? The Mega Drive? Like, the GX60?
SPF 50?
I don't know what fucking, like, weird peripheral add-on console.
Oh, the
Knuckles Chaotix
32X?
was on. The 32X.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only game Mighty was ever in that came out in the West. And if you think you've played it, you're wrong and you're lying and fuck you. So really, this is the only game, the only real game that Mighty and Ray have ever been in.
You needed the 32X and the Sega CD? There were games that needed both.
I love seeing those pictures of, like, just the stack.
Yeah.
The Tower of Doom of
With
Sega peripherals.
13 cables coming out of it.
And 2 games. 2 games. One of which was Nights into Dreams.
Yep.
A game that, again, I assert, is only famous because no one has ever played it. It's like, you added Mighty and Ray. Good job, like, that's important.
Yeah.
I don't want to downplay that.
Sonic Mania did.
But, you know, you threw it in the like, the director's cut re-release. The physical, like, the let's add some stuff in to justify printing a CD version of the game. Whereas you go to Sonic Forces, which I said, like, this is the best Sonic game. And I stand by that. Because Sonic Colors was the best Sonic game, and Sonic Forces is better than Sonic Colors.
Reminds me of a Stairfax discussion.
Ipso facto, Sonic Forces is the best Sonic game. Sonic 2 is my favorite Sonic game. God damn it. Mostly due to nostalgia. But Sonic Forces is the best one because, like, I broke down this math previously, and again, I stand by it. But Sonic Colors was the best Sonic game. The only reason Sonic Generations wasn't better than Sonic Colors was because it was too short and didn't have enough. They clearly rushed it out the door. Oh, what the hell even happened there?
God.
But yeah, that's what happens. There's no life. You don't start over. Like, I mean, you do start over back from a checkpoint, but you don't go like boing and then come back in as the character. You just, Tails died, so now I'm Sonic and Mighty. That's the whole...
Can't believe Tails is dead.
I can't believe Tails is fucking dead. Tails dies in Sonic Forces. I love those.
Insert that gif of Tails choking on the hot dog.
Yeah, I can't believe Tails is fucking dead. That's like an evolution of an even older one. That's like an evolution of an even older one where it's like a panel from a Sonic comic of Metal Sonic just punching the shit out of Tails. And it's like, I can't believe Tails is fucking dead. That shit cracks me up. It doesn't even make sense. Again, I'll never not say this, but like, the one thing in Sonic where it's like, fine, it's canon. Chili dog.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it, it's canon.
Again,
I guess.
no more fucks.
They just don't care. Just throw the chili dog in there. Fine.
Alright, Earth.
Fine.
Yeah, Star Fox Zero is the best Star Fox game.
Because it is. Star Fox 64 was the best Star Fox game.
It's still my favorite.
Star Fox Zero is better than Star Fox 64.
Yeah, it just is.
The end.
It just is.
I don't care if you don't like it for whatever stupid made-up reason.
Yeah.
It's objectively the better game.
Yeah.
Because Star Fox Colors. Sonic Colors was the best Sonic game.
Yeah.
Forces is better. The end. I have proved it with math.
And science.
Math and... Oh, that ring freaked out. There it is.
You chasing the corn to Mario. Nick! Just took a right turn.
Nick!
Nick!
There's still that video of us playing Sonic 3.
Yeah, getting the
to get that
Knuckles ending thing.
that animation of Knuckles.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that kart racer. I'm excited for what the kart racer represents.
Yeah, I forgot that was even coming out.
It's coming out this winter. So
Oh, yeah.
that, to me, that tells me that that's what Sonic Team's new strategy is going to be. Because it worked with Forces. Like, Forces sold really well, Mania sold really well, considering, like, how much it cost to fucking make and how long they let them make it. So it feels like that's the formula they're gonna go with now, is they'll have 2 Sonic releases a year, one smaller one, like Mania or Mania Plus, and then one bigger release, like Forces or the Kart Racer. But of course, the Kart Racer is just a spin-off that they're letting a third party make. Yeah, this boss is so fucking weird. Name another Sonic boss that's like this. Where this is how you do damage to it. Oh, you knock it into... You fucking bitch. You knock it into the spikes like this. Come on, bitch! Stop! There. Like that. That's how you do this damage to the boss. And almost throw yourself into the spikes and die.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you.
Using a Tommy Pickle ball as a body there. Sounded bad.
The kart racer means that the new modern Sonic game that they're making, they're giving them time to make it.
Yeah.
They're actually like gonna use the time, this extra year that the kart racer is affording them, to actually make the next Sonic game instead of just churning it out again next year.
Especially since they're having an outside studio.
Yeah, like they're not wasting like resources with their development team. Like the Sonic team is making the new Sonic game right now, and it's not going to be an annual release. You know, it's going to come out in 2019, winter of 2019 is when God fucking damn it, we can expect the next new 3D modern Sonic game. Don't die. Also, the kart racer is going to have a story mode.
Yeah.
So that's fucking awesome. I wonder if the Babylon Rogues are going to be in it. Probably not. But that would be fun.
Sunny side ups. Nothing of egg puns.
Yeah. Hard-Boiled Heavies is still really great. Hard-Boiled Heavies is really, really good.
It's pretty good.
And here's the only other thing that Plus adds. Although it's not like...
Right.
Yeah, that's his winning animation.
And me. And
Here's the only other thing Plus adds is they actually put in the transition animations that were missing in the original game. Like, the one that always pissed me off was the transition between highway to, like, Hydro City. There's no fucking...
When you don't know something, you just make it up.
That's what you do! There's no transition. You go from beating Metal Sonic to just, you're in Hydro Pump City now. So they actually added the fucking transition animations between levels for every level, finally. And the only DLC is Encore Mode and Mighty and Ray. That's all you have to pay for. All the other stuff, like, they put in the transitional cutscenes.
Yeah.
And a boss fight got completely revamped. That's just in a patch. Like, everyone who buys the game, whether they have the DLC or not, has that now.
Yeah.
So that's what's not. And again, the DLC, which is just Encore Mode and Mighty and Ray, is like $5. It's like $5 or something like that, and then the disc version is like 30 or something like that. So that's what seems like is gonna be their like new thing, is a smaller, like $15, $20, $30 Sonic game that was probably cheap, easy, and fast to make. Is it gonna be Mania 2? I don't know. We'll see. But I feel like that's what's gonna what we can expect next year as well in 2019 is another smaller game like Mania, and then like either another big AAA spin-off like the kart racer, or the next new game, which they actually, you know, gave time in the oven for it to, you know, actually have a real development cycle instead of just churning it out in a fucking year.
You downloaded that picture of Sonic to put on that paper. Images.google.com. Sonic.
The part where this level always fucks me up. It's so hard to bounce on these.
The barrels!
Especially when you're using someone like Knuckles who has a... like that. That always is what happens to me. I start gliding.
Barrels.
Oh yeah.
You're so hard.
No, you're just
No, you're
stupid. You're just stupid. I don't have respect for you.
Everything's hard when you're dumb.
So that's Encore mode. The only other thing to show is the ending, which I will.
Obviously.
Now.
Pants.
Nothing else is although that's not true. The only other big change is they completely revamped the Metal Sonic fight. Which, I mean, to be fair, that was like the worst boss in the original release. Also, I have the suit. I have the fucking emeralds in this save, so it's not gonna take that long. So I get fucking 50 rings. Like, the Metal Sonic fight in the original game was, like, not good, granted, but the thing they replaced it with is still pretty bad. But look at the turtles!
Look at the turtles!
Hi, turtles! Where I'm going?
Buttholes.
What does the sound effect turtles make?
Clearly. Obviously.
Clearly. Come on.
I feel like I don't have to explain it. No, I feel like I shouldn't have to explain it.
I feel like you have failed me as a partner for having to explain this.
Jesus.
The fact that I have to explain this to you is evidence that this relationship has completely broken down. Okay?
The turtle noise.
I'm sorry that I have to be the one to say this. You know what would also really be nice is a new Sonic cartoon. That's the only other thing that would be cool.
Yeah.
I think Sonic
Like a real Sonic.
I think Sonic Boom's done.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not coming back for a third season at any point for various reasons. But it would be nice to have a new Sonic cartoon.
It would be nice to have a real one.
It would be nice. That's why Sonic Mania Adventures was so nice.
Yeah.
Here's what they could do. Sonic Mania Adventures style thing.
Yeah.
But with, like, have it be a real cartoon.
Have it just feature the actual characters from the game, first of all.
Yeah.
Doing stuff. And I liked Sonic Boom.
Yeah, and I really liked how they had the voice actors from the game do it. That was really nice.
Roger. Who's Roger?
He means me. That was fucking great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I
the
liked
idea of a slice-of-life Sonic cartoon is
kind of
fair.
like a not retarded Sadam, where it's just like kind of silly and cartoony and funny. And like you said, slice of life.
Yeah, it's like, you know, a day in the life.
Although there is a Sonic movie.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
What makes you say that?
You know, past experience.
Maybe they learned.
No, they haven't.
There's also a Mario movie coming out.
Oh, it's also gonna be bad. But is it gonna be bad in the same way?
It's gonna have, Bob Hopkins.
Anything that is like, here's the video game, here's the not video game version of this video game, it's gonna be bad.
Are you dissing the Zelda board game? Are you actually dissing
Is there a Zelda board game?
There is, and it sucks.
That, when you think about it, Zelda would be perfect for a board
I know,
game.
right? I mean, this was like, you know, from the 80s. They should make a modern. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, you could easily make like a Breath of the Wild in particular.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild board game would be really good. You could have like
really nice
Settlers
art.
of Catan style like resource management.
Yeah. parts and really kick-ass art.
I still remember that Pokemon board game. Oh my god, it was really hard. That Pokemon board game for people who know it exists, which is not many. But I know it exists because I played it and it was fucking impossible. It is fucking ridiculously hard. Like, this is a kid's game.
It's porky, man.
Why did you make it this hard? It's like a legit fucking, like, super real-ass fucking board game. Like, why did you make
Dead
this?
of Winter.
Come on. Almost done. Oh, come on, I hate that. The super mode wears off on the last hit. So then you get hit, and you die. Yeah, Knuckles and Mighty is a really good pairing.
Yeah.
I ship them.
Obviously.
There are very few Sonic characters that I do not ship together. Let's just get real with it right now.
Amy and Ray.
You know what? Again, the fact that Ray and Mighty are in this game cannot be understated. It is important. They are canon again.
Mm-hmm.
They're officially canon now. So you can draw porn of them. You, in fact, should draw porn of them.
It's borderline your job now.
It's literally an obligation. What was that character where, like, not 3 seconds after the movie got announced, there was porn? I think it was Zootopia.
I mean, that is true, but I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, I'm also thinking of something else, but, like, Zootopia is, like, the standout example where, like, they announced the movie, and then immediately there was porn.
Did not take over. Oh, what am I thinking of?
Yeah, I'm thinking of something specific as well. I think it took a little while for me to find porn of Infinite.
The implication being you eventually found what you were looking for.
Oh, eventually is not the right word. But yes, I did find porn of Infinite.
It was a furry thing.
It just took longer than I thought,
Longer than you wanted.
considering he's a Sonic character. You expect...
Yeah, there are certain things in life you expect.
You expect there to be porn. Like, promptly.
Yeah.
No, some of us have a schedule to adhere to. Get on it. But again, Sonic Forces is a fucking perfect example of what I was talking about, where, like, the modern Sonic games that are actually made by fucking Sonic Team, all of them are like, almost like go out of their way to try innovating and trying new stuff and experimenting.
Yeah.
Even if arguably they shouldn't.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, that's another reason, because again, I've gone into the math of it. Of Colors was the best, Force is better than Colors, Force is the best game, the end. End of discussion. We're no longer talking. I don't know why you're still trying to respond to me here. But the reason I think it's the best, in terms of my subjective appraisal, is literally all it had to be was Sonic Generations 2. All it had to do was be Sonic Generations, but they actually fucking finished it. Like, there's actually a decent amount of levels instead of, like, fucking 18.
Yeah.
And they actually gave them time to fucking finish the game. Which they... Oh, you will. You will. As I sit here. Abandon me. Worth it. Bam. Yeah, again, this is the only reason I didn't do, like, a full playthrough of Encore Mode. It's just the same game. I mean, it's pretty... I mean, you know... Go watch the original playthrough. And imagine, you know, it's in a slightly different color palette. There's not a lot else going on. I think it's great, but, you know, it's this good game, but some more of it. It's like, you know, I gave, like, Mania... I would give Mania, like, a good like a really strong 8. I would give Mania like a really strong 8. And with Plus, like Sonic Mania Plus, that's a 9, because it's the same game again, but more of it and better.
I just pissed everybody.
They added stuff. Yes, he went to the bathroom. Need you let be surprised. Shut up.
What the fuck did you just...
I didn't. I think we could clearly see I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're wondering.
You said, but you didn't express.
There were words.
But it reminds me of, like I was saying, 0 and 64 with Star Fox. You know, obviously, 64 to me will always be the Star Fox game.
Yeah.
But 0 is
because
just...
it's, you know, the first one you play.
Yeah, but it just is like the quintessential one.
Yeah.
But I can't
wanna, like,
say that it's better than 0, because 0 is obviously superior.
0 is objectively a better game with more content in it and better gameplay.
And it was made in 2015 and 2016 as opposed to like 1996 and 95.
30 years ago.
Yeah. It just
We're getting there. We're getting to 30 years ago.
We are.
That's depressing. The passage of time has occurred.
Yes. Oh.
Oh. But like because, you know, it's your first game in the series, it was your introduction to it, it set the standard for what you expect the series to be.
Yeah, it is the pure what Star Fox is and like should be and whatever else. And it's not that 64 is bad by comparison, it's just that 0 is better.
There's more game.
0 is just objectively better. So I can't really say 64 is the best game anymore, even though, I mean, obviously it's like it's a special case, but
they took the stuff that was good about 64, added to it, and then removed the stuff that wasn't great.
They made the best one even better, if not just by virtue of making it more recently.
Yeah, because like I said, like Sonic 2 will always be my favorite Sonic game, because that's the first one I played. So, like, it's, you know, I'm willing to cop to the nostalgia factor.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, like, when I think of a Sonic game, I think of Sonic 2. But then I think, what's the best Sonic game? I have to give it to fucking Sonic Forces.
Yeah.
Because, like, again, like, all it had to be the best Sonic game was Sonic Generations, but some more. And it was. So, like, automatically, it, like, earns that spot. Like, just by virtue of being, you know, doing and being the same thing that Sonic Generations was, but they actually fucking finished the game.
Yeah.
Which we knew it was going to be from the first fucking trailer. Like, the first teaser trailer that came out. They were like, from the creators of Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations. I was like, oh, hey, yeah, this is going to be the best Sonic game. Like, they did it, you know, the last Sonic game before it was Lost World, and that was like 4 years before since Forces. Forces was 4 years since Sonic Lost World.
Yeah.
So, guess what? They definitely finished it, so it's gonna be the best game. And here's the ending to Encore Mode, by the way. Phantom Ruby once again doing shenanigans and blowing the bass up.
Shenanigans.
And Eggman's gonna outrun him, but nope, we go super...
Oh, you're
the
dead.
gang. And then the end.
He dead.
The end. That's it.
Sonic just pulled out a 9 and
Yeah.
I'm done with this.
Like the ending of fucking Mega Man 9. No, which one was it? It was 6. It was 6. Where it's like, dude, did Mega Man just fucking cap Wily in the face?
Fuck.
That is super what happened.
That is hardcore. Mega Man's sick of this shit.
But yeah, like... so not only was it Sonic Generations 2 and more and better, so like automatically, but then, what did they do? They added a third fucking playstyle to it. Like there was Boost Sonic, 2D Sonic, and then, you know, the gadget, like, platforming based, well not platform, but like more combat oriented, like Avatar character with the weapons and whatnot.
Yeah.
So like, again, they're not afraid to just, let's experiment with this and throw a completely third style of gameplay into the game.
Which is something Nintendo would never do.
Yeah, they're not gonna go like...
Not with Mario.
Yeah, especially not with Mario.
No, like, hey, we're just gonna fuck around and put in an avatar character creator thing in there.
Yeah, like a custom character who is more the main character of the game than Sonic is, who has completely unique gameplay from anything else that had been in the series up to that point. The closest analog is like E102's gameplay in Sonic Adventure. But even then, it's not the same. It's more Ratchet and Clanky.
Yeah.
In that way. Where it's more of a third-person, like, platforming, adventure kind of game. Damn it. Come on. I'm gonna sneeze! I want to... I feel the urge to sneeze.
Way to go, Weston. You're fourth.
I didn't sneeze, and now it's still in my nose.
Oh,
the
that's
sneeze.
a sup.
Yeah, sup, Ivo.
What kind of name is that?
But yeah, like, I would still, like, 6 months since it came out, I would still say Sonic Forces is the best Sonic game, in terms of, like, for the same reason Star Fox Zero is. Because it's, the people who've been making those games, making the, like, the most polished and expanded upon possible version of it.
And it's like you said, all it had to be was Generations 2. All Zero had to be was 64.
Yeah.
It could have sucked. Yeah.
Again.
It could have sucked, and I still would have loved it.
Yeah, like, that's sort of what Assault is. Like, it's not special in the way that Forces is, where Zero is. Where, like, you can clearly feel that it's been 20 years.
Yeah.
Like that story of Mike West, where it's like, let's hear that 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
You can apply that to the entire rest of the game. Let's feel that 20 years in the design of the gameplay, and the level design, and like the encounters and the environment.
Yeah.
And it's playing off of your expectations from 64, but playing it in like a different kind of way.
Yeah.
There's so much overlap between, like, the way you can think and talk about Star Fox and Sonic.
Yeah.
The two furry franchises. The quintessential.
Yep.
Blah, 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 yeah. Because they put the original credits in, and then they put the Mania Plus credits in. So it's like, the fucking...
Our Patreon.
Yeah, you have to put like the catering staff.
Yeah, thanks to our moms.
Customer service.
Yeah.
Commercial publishing, like
production babies.
Yeah, like this is what I like to call like credits.
Credit padding.
Padding, exactly. Where it's like, who made this game? Christian Whitehead
Two dudes.
And Stealth.
Yeah,
Stealth the
dudes.
Taxman. Those two people made this game, so you have to throw as many Sega employees into the... Yeah, like, again, that's my takeaway. Sonic Mania is a fantastic game, but it's not like, it doesn't have that touch.
Yeah.
Of like Sonic Forces, whole third new gameplay style. Invented a new character, and like Infinite is a brand new character. Every single fucking Sonic game is making new characters.
Yeah.
And they like continue on in the series going forward. No one's a one-off villain. As close as you get to that, it's like Dark Gaia, but even then, they reused them in fucking Sonic Generations. Like, nothing only ever gets used once. And the closest Mania gets to that is Ray and Mighty, and you had to wait till the re-release before they threw them in there. That's the only thing. Like, it's a fantastic game. It's a really great video game. But when I come to Sonic, I expect more than just a great game. Clearly. Clearly, I do not come into Sonic games expecting the best possible game that could have been made.
Yeah.
Clearly, that is not the baseline standard that I am carrying into this franchise.
No, and that's not a smart thing to go into anything thinking, really.
No, you, like, it... Like, what? Oh. Here's the, like, the true ending.
Yeah! Look at Tails! He's
he's so happy! And Ray. And then Mighty and Knuckles got some bro shakes there. You were too
got
cool.
some brews.
That's Sonic Mania. That's Sonic Mania.
That's just like the last scene of the
Encore
cartoon where they're eating chili dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. That fucking had me dying. Yeah, I'm still like that. Considering it's just like a fucking 5-episode commercial for Sonic Mania Plus, that was fucking great.
Yeah, it was.
I would almost say I got more value out of Sonic Mania Adventures, the little cartoon animation short, than Sonic Mania Plus.
Yeah.
Like, granted, you know, I have this fucking box now.
Yeah.
And I have this CD, and I have this great reversible cover.
That's nice.
And I have the CD now, and this advertisement for the real Sonic game. And this art book.
Oh, yeah.
Which is great, because it has all these little, like, Tease and Hayes doodles in it. But in terms of, like, adding to the Sonic, like, IP, I feel like the cartoons, Contributed, thank you. Contributed a little bit more than the actual, like, re-release of the game did.
Yeah, I mean, the cartoons were great. And I like that they said you put them all together. In the book.
Yeah. They
like, edited it so that it flowed.
Yeah, so it was seamless, so it didn't have the, like, the little opening every single time, like, you know, fan versions of that kind of thing do. Those credits were fucking longer than some of the episodes. Some of the episodes were really short.
Yeah.
And, like, that's about what I expected. I remember when, like, they first announced that, I was like, oh, so these are gonna be, like, 2-3 minute long little shorts.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if they, like, made, you know, full 24-minute long episodes in that style with voice acting and stuff, but I don't think they'd, like, get that on a network.
No.
They wouldn't get that on Cartoon Network if they did that.
No.
But I'm sure, like, maybe they'll have been surprised enough by the success.
Yeah.
To, I don't know, do stuff like that again just on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, hey, they made money off the ads.
Yeah. And Knuckles walking back with the emerald.
I got my Master Emerald.
Okay.
Like, I will say that, like, I was...
Chili dog.
Yes. I was expecting from Encore mode something, and it wasn't in it. Which was, in Mania mode, if you're playing as Knuckles, like, there's, like, completely alternate routes through the levels. And one of those alternate routes is in Lava Reef Zone. You go to a completely different boss that Sonic and Tails don't fight. So the boss that Sonic and Tails have in Lava Reef Zone is not the boss that Knuckles has, and he's in the, like, the Master Emerald Sanctuary with the burnt-out Super Emeralds in it. And I was like, that lore!
Yeah.
That lore! So I was expecting, I don't know, a follow-up to that in Encore mode, and it's not in there. It's just the boss that Sonic and Tails fight again. But yeah. I like the Mania games. It'd be cool if they made a Mania 2, or at least continued this timeline in a different way.
Yeah.
Because I do like, I compare everything in Sonic to fucking DBZ.
Obviously.
But, like, Mania is, like, the future Trunks timeline. And our timeline, it's like, it's the same but different. Because you can see in the cartoon, in Sonic Mania Adventures, you can see they're starting to take their adventure era development that they took in the adventure games, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Like, Tails is starting to, like, become, like, a tech-based support character. Sonic's being a shonen fucking protagonist who's like, yeah, that Metal Sonic, we're gonna fight, I'm gonna be excited.
Yeah.
Knuckles is like, mind your business.
Mind your damn business.
Mind your damn business.
Too loud. It's not believable.
Just taking my emerald and I'm gonna leave. Fuck all of y'all.
At least till Planet Namek Saga rolled up and was like, hey, great news, everyone! Get the fuck out!
Oh, and here's the other thing. The menus are different, where it's like...
Oh, yeah.
The We have two Barras watching their Shota boys have a race.
Oh god.
Flying Shota boys.
I'm uncomfortable.
Are you, Nick?
Yeah.
The Barras?
Stupid ass Japanese names. For
Barras.
thing.
Knuckles and Mighty are Barras.
It's the Takibukaku Rishi.
And then this,
It's
I
just
want
a guy
to say,
pissing on your face.
I want to say this is a reference to Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. The ending of Sonic 2 on the Game Gear is like the most depressing fucking thing you've ever seen in your life. I don't know if you knew that. I don't know if you've seen it.
I've not seen
But
it.
it is the most depressing fucking thing you've ever seen in your
I
life.
take your word for it.
So I feel like this is a reference to that. The only
Doug
other...
Arden.
Yeah, DA Garden. I don't know what the fuck that means, but it's just the, the OTC.
Oh, it's the Chow Garden.
Who doesn't have Chow Gardens? No. Riots! Why do people want Chow Gardens? I don't get it! Anyway, that's Sonic Mania Plus.
That's Sonic Mania Plus.
Plus.
Penis.